Hey, Scott here with FantasyAces.com, and I am pumped up for Week 1 matchups. Finally, the real deal, the real games. Let's quickly look at some of these matchups and what's important. Detroit and Atlanta. Kevin Smith making his debut. The other side, we have Michael Turner coming over from San Diego. Let's see how he does as well. We also have rookie Matt Ryan making his first start. Next game, we have Cincinnati against Baltimore. Ocho Cinco on the shoulder. We'll see how effective he's going to be. On the other side of the ball, we have Ray Rice, who may have to start in place of Willis McGahee. We also have Joe Flacco making his first start as well. Next matchup, we have Seattle against Buffalo. The only thing you need to know about Buffalo is Marshawn Lynch. He's a monster. He's going to carry the ball. He's going to catch the ball. He's the guy. Looking at the other side, we have Seattle. Seattle missing some wide receivers. Holt Burleson is a stud that I think he can be. Looking at running back, Maurice Morris and Julius Jones are going to share the load with Morris starting. Next matchup, we have the Jets and Miami. We have Brett Favre against Chad Pennington. That's going to be a juicy matchup right there. We're going to see if Brett can make things work and make Pennington feel like he wishes he was back in New York. Looking at Miami, we have to see what's going to happen with Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams. Ricky's going to start, but Ronnie will be involved. Next matchup, we have the Chiefs. We have the Patriots. Chiefs, Larry Johnson. We've got Tony Gonzalez and Dwayne Bowe, so they could also have some value as well, no question about it. The other side, the Patriots, they're stacked. We know everything we need to know about them. We have Brady and his foot. They should be ready to go. We have Randy Moss, Welker, that whole crew. We got Maroney coming out of the backfield. They're stacked. Next matchup, the Buccaneers against the Saints. This is always a great matchup because the Bucs love to go up against the Saints, and likewise. Joey Galloway and Garcia, they make a nice combination, should put up some big numbers. Graham out of the backfield is solid as well. Everybody on the Saints is terrific. I mean, we've got Breeze, Colston, Shockey from the tight end spot. Out of the backfield, we're looking at McAllister and Bush. Deadly combo. Next matchup, we have the Rams and the Eagles. Steven Jackson didn't play too much in the preseason. Let's see if he's ready to roll. With the Eagles, Westbrook's your main man. Westbrook and McNabb, I think he's ready to go as well. I think he's in for a big year. He just needs some help at the wide receiver spot. Deshaun Jackson is going to have to start possibly for the Eagles because of the injuries. Let's go to the Texans and the Steelers. Texans have Matt Shaw pitching it to Andre Johnson. If he stays healthy, he's a monster and could finish as the year's best wide receiver, crazy as it may seem. Look across the way at the Steelers. They have Mendenhall and Parker coming out of the backfield. Should be a deadly combo. You've got Roethlisberger pitching it to a crew of Holmes, Ward, and new rookie Linus Swede. Should be pretty nice as well. Hopefully the line blocks better than last year. Next matchup, Jaguars and Titans. You've got Jones Drew and Freddie T out of the backfield, deadly combo. And you've got David Garrard at quarterback, runs the offense very well, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. On the other side, for the Titans, you have Chris Johnson sharing it up with Lendell White. That may be a 50-50 split. Vince Young, very athletic, but I don't know how he runs the passing game so well. So, you know, maybe that gets better this year, but they don't have a ton of weapons there. Cowboys and Browns. Cowboys, just like the Saints, stacked. You've got Romo, you've got Owens, you've got Witten, you've got Creighton. Out of the backfield, we've got Marion Barber, now matched up with rookie Felix Jones. That also is going to be a very, very, very solid thunder and lightning type of action there. For the Browns, we have Derek Anderson, who's coming back off of that concussion that he suffered. He's got Braylon Edwards and Kellen Winslow. Jamal Lewis is run the rock. The Panthers and Chargers. Panthers, we have D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart, the rookie, out of the backfield. We've got the loan, but he's going to be missing Steve Smith for this week. So we'll see what other weapons he could use. Mushin Muhammad. Maybe we see a little bit of Dwayne Jarrett. DJ Hackett, if he's going to be out there healthy. Let's look over at the Chargers. LaDainian Tomlinson. He's the main man. You throw in a little bit of Rivers, throw it to, maybe Gates if that toe can hold up. You've got Chambers, Vincent Jackson. Solid game as well. Down to the Cardinals versus the Niners. You have Edgerrin James coming out of the backfield. You have Kurt Warner, who has taken the job. Liner couldn't hold him off, so Kurt will be pitching it to Fitzgerald and Bolden, and that should be a pretty high-scoring game as well for the Cardinals anyway. The Niners, it's all about Frank Gore. O'Sullivan takes over quarterback over Alex Smith, but he doesn't have many weapons, so we'll see how he's able to run the offense. Sunday night matchup, we have the Bears versus the Colts. Bears, I don't know what's going to happen with this team. I mean, you have rookie Forte coming out of the backfield. Other than that, I'm really not too sure who's going to be consistent. We have the Colts. The Colts are looking with Manning and Harrison and Wayne. You've got Dallas Clark. You've got Adai coming out of the backfield. They're solid. You got the Vikings and the Packers. Adrian Peterson for the Vikings. That's your main man. There's not much else going on there. For the Packers, Ryan Grant's a little banged up. We'll see if he's able to give it a go. Aaron Rodgers is looking to make everybody forget about Brett Favre, throwing it to Jennings and Driver. Our final matchup of the week is the Broncos against the Raiders. The Broncos have a backfield right now consisting of a couple of fellas. Selvin Young is going to be sharing it with Andre Hall. Pittman will be involved. Cutler's going to be missing his #1 target with Brandon Marshall, but has some other receivers that he could work with as well. The other side, the Raiders, Jamarcus Russell's the starter there. They're also looking at the backfield of Justin Fargas is the starter. McFadden's also going to be in there a ton. So those are our matchups for Week 1. Should be exciting. Good luck on all of your fantasy matchups. See you next week.